All right, cool. All right, so let's start with this. So coming into StartingBloc, what did you know about it? What were you expecting?
Well, I was originally told about StartingBloc by a buddy of mine from college. I had sent him an email just kind of introducing him to the legacy movements. That's the startup that I'm founding. And I just wanted to get him aware of kind of what I was working on because I thought he might be interested in it, given kind of its social impact. He likes that kind of stuff. And he said, wow, I really think this is a great organization. You should talk to a friend of mine who also did this. And so I said, okay, or who also is working on something similar in terms of social enterprise. She went through this institute called StartingBloc, and I think you might be interested in it. So I said, yeah, send it to me. Love to talk to people, meet people working on interesting stuff. Great. She sent me the name of the organization. I kind of looked at the site. I was like, wow, this is actually kind of great. This actually fits with kind of exactly what I'm trying to do. And since this is kind of my first, business that has a kind of social focus, I would love to learn how to actually do this better from people who know how to do it, because that's the best way to learn, right? Work with people who have done it before, who can teach you how to do it better. So I applied, started to go through the application process, and I noticed that another one of my friends was actually in one of the pictures on the website. My friend Antonio Key from Los Angeles. So I called Antonio. I said, hey, I never knew you were into the whole social enterprise thing. And him and I dialogued about it. He told me about the great experience that he had. And he said, you definitely need to sign up, given kind of what your business is, because I think you really get a lot out of it. So that led me to apply, and definitely think it was one of the best decisions I ever made. So.
And so what do you, out of all things, like what do you really think you're taking from this? And going forward, what do you hope to continue on? And I'm maybe pointing towards the relationships, but what is really the thing that you're taking from this experience?
Yeah, I think when I first signed up, I really wanted to just learn how do I actually build a social enterprise and scale it, get people to care about it. I know I'm passionate about entrepreneurship and making a difference in underserved communities from an economic perspective, but not necessarily everyone else cares about that mission, especially if you didn't come from one of those communities. So the question was, how do I learn about how to galvanize and motivate and influence people and build a business that has a social focus and get people to care about what I'm doing? But kind of when I got here, and kind of as I've gone through the experience, what I'm actually taking away from it is, wow, I can actually add a lot of value to people's lives and the things that they're working on based on my set of experiences and the way I kind of look at, how to solve problems. So you come into it thinking, okay, what am I going to get from this? But you actually walk away saying, hey, how can I help everybody else around me? So I've actually loved the fact that the best part about it is not just learning about how to build my own business, but also about how I can actually help so many other people in the organizations, even if I don't even come from their worlds, just because I look at problem solving a little bit differently given my background in finance and technology. So for me, going forward, it's interacting with my fellows. I'm looking forward to attending the All Fellows Summit in Chicago in October. Obviously, that's my hometown. I'm excited about going back and interacting with fellows from all across the classes, learning about what people are working on, and then learn about how I can actually add value and what they're working on. So I think it's a great community to be a part of, and I'm definitely really excited going forward.
That's awesome, man. That's perfect.